press on nails. And I told her it's the best because you can tap on everything. I don't know if that was an appeal to her, but it certainly is an appeal to me. I remember the first time that I put on acrylic nails, and it was at my friend Rose's house, and they were super long, probably like, they were really long, and they were purple and sparkly, and they had like butterflies like coiling up the nail, and they were so fucking extra, and they were, I loved them. I was in 7th or 8th grade, and I just like, it was like, this is the pinnacle of femininity, like this is what being a woman is about, or whatever. And now I do my nails all the time, so there you have it. Tonight I thought that I could show you some of the makeup products that I've been reaching for most frequently these days. I guess there's like one skincare product and one hair care product, but I'm including them because I like them. And I think that'll be the vibe tonight. Yeah. So let's get after it. I have them all sitting here on the table in like a nonsensical order. Say most of these are drugstore products, but there are a couple higher end things. I don't know what to start with. Maybe I'll go furthest away from me to closest to me. Does that make sense? Okay. This is the Wander Beauty Trip for Two Blush and Bronzer Duo. In the colors Bellini and Costa Ray. I'm sure that I've mentioned this before. I got it in like some subscription box and I never used it. I used to be big into subscription boxes. And now I pay my own bills, so I'm not. But the colors look like this. This is, hold it like this, perfect. This is Bellini, and this is Costa Ray. And I thought that this would be too light for me. It very much is not, especially during the winter. And this blush is pretty, it's fine. This is for sure my favorite bronzer right now, like hands down. I will on occasion use the Do the Hoola bronzer, the cream bronzer, but honestly not even that. Like, this guy is getting me through right now. As you can probably tell, it's my more used out of the two, but I do use both. I have them both on today, though not very much. Just enough to make me not look like totally washed out. But this is such a good texture, oh my god. Oh my god, absolute chaos for me. Okay, I'm setting this down. Next, I think I've probably also mentioned this, but this is the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen. And I have it in the color light. This is a weird one because it very much is sunscreen. Like, when you put it on, there's like a white cast on your skin, even though this color is too dark for me right now. So it's a bizarre combination when I put it on of too dark for me, but it has a white cast. It's very odd. said though, this is in a video about makeup products that I reach for often. You can kind of see like it has this like yellowish, like whitish tint. I do reach for it a lot because it has sunscreen in it. I know it's the depths of winter, and still, oh my god, what did I do? And still, I'm wearing my sunscreen, and you should too. Okay, honorable mention, I don't have, but a skincare product that I've been reaching for like non-stop, is the Glossier Retinol. I've never used retinol before. I was afraid because my skin is really sensitive and really fickle. I struggle with acne as an adult. It fucking sucks. I've tried so many things. I was on whatever it's called. I can't even remember the name. I was on a medicine for it that my dermatologist prescribed me. That was rough, cause, well, it was fine if I hadn't been, like, also trying to be an athlete at the same time, because it made it so it was very hard for me to be, like, properly hydrated, and, so I stopped taking it, and I have tried numerous things, basically, all to say. And, yeah, I don't know. And I'd finally found the Glossier Retinol to be kind of amazing in terms of my skin. It just made it feel, like, good. And then last night, I was getting ready for bed, and I had a really rough day yesterday. It just was one of those ones, like, I cried a lot, and I just had a rough day, and I was getting ready for bed, and I have a shelf that is above my toilet, and every time I grab things from the shelf, I think I should close the lid of the toilet. Like, it was just so unfortunate, but I never do because, you know, I'm me. And of course, last night after my rough day, I knock the bottle of retinol off the shelf and watch it fall in slow motion down into the toilet. And I was sad as hell, and then I had to do, you know, I don't want to get into it. I obviously threw it out. And it was really unfortunate. But this is all to say that brow gel kind of gal. And this works as well. Maybe not quite as well, but like, if you're getting it for free, it does. But it's so teeny weeny. The other brow product that I have in this collection, I'll show at the same time because, you know, continuity and whatnot, is the NYX the brow glue, which I was inspired by. There's this funny picture on the back. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Wait, the camera's over here. Lol. Okay, look at this weird eyebrow, and it's like a picture of Night saying, "Put it on your brows." Anyway, that's funny. But I was inspired to get a stronger brow product because, you know, everyone's into their like laminate brow or whatever. And I got this, and it's fine, but it's so small. Like, this is the sample I got from Sephora for free, and this is the brow glue that I got from Target, from NYX, for money. And it's quite small, as you can see. And I also don't like, here's something I don't like about brow gels. And maybe this is just a me thing, because you can probably tell my eyebrows are quite thick, and I have my like hairs on my eyebrows are quite coarse. So you need like some chutzpah to like hold them up. I really hate when brushes are so short like this. That is some bullshit. Like, whose brows have ever been held by this? On the flip side, the Sephora Clear Brow Gel, the brush is pretty decent sized for how small the bottle is, you know, proportionally. It is bigger, and there's more bristles to like comb your brow. Anyway, that's just my business. Okay, I'm tucking these down. Okay, I'm picking this one up, which is something I got when I was a freshman in college. I remember one of the girls on my floor had this, and I was like oddly fascinated by it. It's the Bare Minerals Invisible Light Powder Duo. It's a translucent powder duo. Sorry, on every one of them I keep looking at the like use by date, and like all the rest of them I've got in the last year or so. And this one says like use within 12 months. I'm like, girl, no, like this has been years. So there's a nice mirror, like a sizable mirror for such a small palette. But then there's two powders. Fuck, sorry. There's two powders. And they're a little hard to tell the difference between, but you can see there's like this glowy one right here and this matte one right here. Both of them are fine. They both blend out like essentially the same, so I don't know, but let's see, I'll hold up my hand and we'll see if there's a difference like on camera. No, not really. I have been reaching for that one a lot recently because like the matte powder, like what I normally do when I use them now is I'll just like mix, like I'll put my brush in the matte one and I'll put my brush in the glowy one. I'll like mix them together, make a little like little cocktail, if you will, a little like powder concoction. And I'll mix them up and then I'll use them, and like it kind of combats the like super flatness of matte powder, but without being like super glowy. The glowy one like isn't that glowy, I don't think. Here, these are the fingers that I did it on. This is the glowy one, and this is the matte one. Like, I mean, else. This is my Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner in the shade Intense Jade, and I like it because, I mean, you can't really tell, but it's green. I have green eyes. I've worn liquid eyeliner, like black liquid eyeliner, since I was 14 years old. I like the green because it looks like from far away, it gives the effect of black. But then you get up close, you're like, oh my god, is that green? You know, it's a fun vibe. I feel like it makes my eyes look pretty. Whatever. So, and it works just fine. It's a little streaky. It's not like perfect. I can swatch it on my hand. I'll do that. The other thing that I don't love about it, I love like a brush tip liner, and this one is felt tip, so like whatever. This is the color, so obviously from far away it gives the vibe of like a black eyeliner, but then, you know, up close you're like, is that green? I can't tell. The light's kind of weird, but that very much comes across as green. Or at least I feel like it kind of like plays out my green eyes. Anyway, this is the telescopic millions. I don't know, the L'Oreal telescopic carbon black mascara, and it is in this bottle. It has a very weird brush. I don't love that noise. The brush is like this. It's got tiny little, like, what are those called? Fibers? No, not fibers, like bristles, I guess, but it's a plastic brush. And it works pretty well. I honestly think this one is not waterproof, I believe. Yeah, it's not. And this is like the most waterproof mascara I have. I stopped buying waterproof mascara like by the end of college because it would never come off my eyelashes, and I spent so much fucking time like rubbing in my eyes trying to get waterproof mascara off. And I feel like there's some mascaras that do the job of a waterproof mascara but are not waterproof. Like, they just don't come off. That being said, the Better Than Sex mascara sucks, in my opinion. And what I don't like about it is, like, you can probably tell by looking at my face that, like, my eyelashes for sure touch my eyelid sometimes, if not a lot of the time. And when there's mascara on it, like, if it's a mascara that, when it comes in contact with skin oils, like, transfers, then I get this stupid line, like, up on my eyelid, and it looks so dumb. And that's what happens to me with the Better Than Sex mascara. But then the waterproof one is like, good luck getting that off. Anyway, that's my mascara rant for today. Right now I'm wearing the Essence Lash Princess, which I truly feel like is the like top tier mascara. Like, it's so cheap. It doesn't come off in the same way. Like, it doesn't, like, skin oil does not make a transfer. And yet it's still like easy to take off. TBH, I'll be honest. I was watching the Olympics earlier and I'm like a little hormonal. And I was crying. I was watching Chloe Kim win the half pipe. Sorry to spoil it if you haven't seen it. And like, I don't you can't relate, you probably don't have a water sign moon. But it just fucks me up. Anyway, so all that was to say, I was crying before this at the Olympics. And like my mascara, I was worried because I put on my makeup and then I was like, oh, I'm crying. Like this is probably gonna mess it up. I'll have to redo it. And then I forgot about it until I was looking at myself and was like, oh, like it's fine. And it's the Essence Lash Princess mascara that did it. So this is a promo for the Essence Lash Princess mascara. Not sponsored, but I should be. No, I shouldn't. I just cry a lot, okay? This is a eyelash curler. Oh, my stupid water heater. Ooh, I feel so much anger towards this water heater. I'm just gonna keep going. If it's terrible, tell me it's terrible. The ire that I feel towards this water heater is so great. Anyway, this is an old eyelash curler that I have, but I've been curling my eyelashes more because I was thinking about getting lash extensions. But then I was like, that's too much money. And so I didn't. But I was like, well, girl, like curl your eyelashes or something. I don't know. So there you go. God, I hate, oh, I hate it. This is also like not in my apartment. It's like on the other side of the wall, like in my landlord's space. And the problem is he is very hard of hearing, and so he doesn't know. And I should just tell him, but I haven't told him that this resonant sound wakes me up at night. And I've lived here for like a while, and I should probably just tell him. But I don't want to. So I guess it's on me. But every time it comes on, it just fills me with a rage. Anyway, this is relaxing. We're having a relaxing time. Let's scurry through the rest of this. A classic concealer that I've been using is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer. Oh, I'm almost out. Goddamn. It's this one. I have the color Light Honey. You know, if you care. I like it just fine. I had no idea it's this much. Damn, I must have liked it. I truly have never finished a makeup product. Goddamn, that sounds really bad. Maybe it'll go away now. I have finished makeup products, just rarely. I still just have a lot of makeup that's sitting in boxes in my childhood bedroom and in my bathroom, in storage and here. So I'm not just throwing it out. And then I have the Maybelline Cheek Heat Sheer Gel Cream Blush in the color Rose Flush. It looks like this. It reminds me of the Glossier Cloud Paint, though I've never used the Cloud Paint consistently enough to know how it wears. This is cute. It's a good vibe. You can put a lot on, and it still doesn't look like very much. So in that way, it's making masks and mascara can be a bad combination, especially in the winter when like condensation and whatnot is like going up. It can just be like weepy and not good. There's so many reasons that I don't wear makeup to work. Also, usually like, yeah, when I'm wearing a mask, I'm like, this is already irritating my little face enough. Yeah, an age of masks in, this is totally selfish, but wearing masks, during the time in my adulthood where I'm also trying to like get rid of my acne is like absolutely foul. Like, obviously I'm gonna do it because I don't want other people to get sick. I don't want to get sick. And like the cystic acne, the vibes are horrible. Anyway, this has been quite a tangential video, but I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, I wear makeup really rarely, is what I was saying. I usually wear it to like go out with friends because like most of my friends work from home or have already had COVID. I don't know. So I realize I just did the thing that I do with my co-teacher when we're talking about something and we don't want the kids to know, is that we'll like spell it quickly because like none of them can spell yet. Anyway, I mostly wear makeup to like be with my friends and like for funsies in the evening. Today I'm wearing a really fantastic foundation. It's the Becca, I don't even know what foundation, it's a Becca foundation and it looks so good. It's much more full coverage than I normally wear, but I'm kind of getting into it. It really looks like my natural skin, which is like kind of a vibe. Okay, anyway, let's finish this video. This is the e.l.f. Skin Holy Hydration Face Cream. It's fragrance free with hyaluronic acid and peptides. And this is fantastic. First of all, it's very hydrating, but doesn't like make it greasy or break out. For me, it's been awesome for the winter. Also, like, I don't know how you feel about like toxins and, you know, like clean beauty. I mean, I have complicated feelings about it because I grew up in like a very hippy-dippy household of like, we only use Dr. Bronner's and like Jason and like Tom's of Maine. I don't know if you get the vibe, but like, maybe you do. My mom would not let me buy makeup, not because she didn't want me to wear makeup, but because she didn't want like me to have like the toxins on my skin, which is very sweet retrospectively, but it pissed me off as a teenager. Then I was only allowed to wear like Tarte makeup, but it was like before Tarte had their like Shape Tape, Tarte Lid, like revamp. So it was like before that, which like maybe I was, and it was also a little expensive. Anyway, so as a child, I learned about this thing. As a young person, not a child, but like a teenager, there's a thing called the Environmental Working Group at this website called Skin Deep, which is a website on which you can look up the toxins and the chemicals in your skincare, makeup, hair care, sunscreen, all of that, and it will give it like a score based on the like toxicity of the chemicals and the ingredients in the product. So, you know, I was only allowed to buy things that were like, it's a score of 1 to 10, or 0 to 10, 0 being the best, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2 I think are like green, they're like non-toxic, they're, you know, whatever, 10 being like the most toxic, most carcinogenic. So that I feel like was all slightly before like a lot of brands were trying So, like, I had this, like, when I was young, this really, like, everything has to be non-toxic. And then I, like, was in high school, college, I could buy my own things. And I was like, fuck that, I'm buying whatever I want, which I'm sure was thrilling for my mother. And now that I am, you know, getting more old, more conscientious, I realize I put moisturizer on my face every day. Like, I want to continue to use the makeup that I have, and I realize I wear makeup so rarely that for me, I'm not super worried about like the carcinogens and the immunotoxins and the things that are like going into my body via makeup, but via skincare and things like I put moisturizer on my face every day. I put face wash on my face every day, and I realize that that's a lot of exposure to the things that are inside of my moisturizer and my face wash. So for me personally, I decided that I wanted to kind of go and look at Skin Deep again and see, you know, what products that are now available are on Skin Deep. So this was like a 0, a 1. It was very low, which is good, on Skin Deep. And I was like, oh hell yeah, that's fantastic. It's from the drugstore. It's like not that expensive because it's e.l.f. and it works really well. So I'm feeling really jazzed about that. The face wash I use is the La Roche-Posay Evaclar face wash. It's in a blue bottle. It's great too. It's doing great. It was a hard one to use when I wasn't using a heavier moisturizer, but now I'm using a hardier moisturizer. It is great. Wow, that was a tangent. I hope you're enjoying. Last and certainly not least, I have the one, the only, the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the color Soft Spoken, and shout out to Matt's ASMR for this one, because I remember her mentioning this like years and years and years ago, and I bought it, and it's a fantastic lip liner. Like, the color, this is a bold move for me to put this on while on camera without a mirror, but I am nothing if not bold. First of all, it's just like such a pretty color. Like, it's so neutral and like oy vey. How I feel. I'm not feeling good. Just kidding. Okay, whatever. second